Hi and welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to learn about data structures in Python. But as always, before we can start with the technical aspects of it, let's understand the need to have a data structure in Python. Consider this scenario. Suppose you have to store the height of the people in feet using Python. Now, with the knowledge of variables that you already have, what you can do is you can simply create a variable for each person. So Dan has a height of 6 feet. Sam has a height of 5.7 feet and Lisa has a height of 5.4 feet. Now suppose you also want to store the weights of these people in pounds. In this case, what you will do? You will just have another set of variables to store weight of each person. So now you have two sets of variables for each person. One is to store their heights and one is to store their weights. Suppose once again you want to store their age information. And now you have another set of variables. So basically, for every new information that you want to store about a person, you are creating a new set of variables. Now, what will happen when the amount of information just keeps on increasing? Because there is no limit to the kind of information you can save, and in our case, the way we are doing it, it's kind of tedious because we are creating variables again and again and again. And for a single person, there are multiple variables. So, if at this point you are wondering that this is not the right way to do it, then you are probably right. There is actually a better way to do this, and that is using the data structures. We are going to learn how to improve this process in the next couple of videos, but for now, I want you to keep this idea somewhere back in your mind while you are learning about data structures. So now the context is set. Let's understand formally why you would need a data structure. Now, so far, we have learned about basic data types in Python, like integer, float, boolean, etc. But there are some shortcomings of these data types. The first one is that, as you know, you can only store a single data type in a variable in Python. Suppose if the variable is of type string, then you'll only have string in it. If it's of type integer or boolean, then it only has integer or boolean in it. You do not have a variable where there is even a string type and an integer type. The second point is, as we had seen in the previous example, if you want to store more data, then the number of variables that you need to create increases exponentially, which is again a problem for us. And the third point is directly related to the second point, which is even for small sets of data and information, you need to create so many variables. That means when you have good amount of data, then this process is unfit for that case. So these were the problems with basic data types. Now that you know them, let's start with what is a data structure and what does it do to fix these issues. So a data structure essentially has three major properties. The first one is it should provide an efficient mechanism for storing good amount of data. The second one is it should let you do manipulations and perform operations on the data itself. And the third one is it should somehow maintain the underlying relationship of the data. Now, anytime you have these three properties available, that represents our data structure in Python. So let's see what are the types of data structure that we have available in Python. So the most common data structures in Python that are used a lot in data science are list, tuple, set, and dictionary. And in the coming videos, we are going to learn a lot more about each of them. So without waiting much, let's go to the next video and start with list. Thank you.